everybody, I'm live. I hope everybody's here. Hello. Let me see. Hold on. Who's here? Go to my channel. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Today it's a little off center. I was trying to get the position right because the camera doesn't want to be positioned right. Today it's just been... Hi, Essie. So how are you guys? The camera? Which view did you like better? This view? Or this view? Because when I tried to do it on the other side today, it didn't want to... Oh no. Tripod is being a little difficult today. Yes. No problem, Elizabeth. I didn't have a problem with that. You know, some people have a problem with that. Some people do not. My camera's not working very well today because the tripod keeps flipping. Yes, we're going to be coloring in. Okay. So, guys, I have all kinds of things, but before we start, guys, I want to show you what came in. I got some watercolors that came in. These little watercolors. They're from Prima Marketing. Really? This is the Color in Heaven Special, which takes a bunch of different pictures from her book. You know, my day's been okay. I've been dealing with some trolls. So this is a watercolor palette. I've never had a watercolor palette like this before. So they give you a little swatching. So I think this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got like a basic stuff because I wanted to stock up on watercolors. I just wanted to try them. I'm supposed to get another set. And then I got some new budget-friendly pencils. These came in this box. They're called Monty Mont pencils. They're 36 for $10 on Amazon. So I put them in here. This little lovely case. I will let you know, guys. I'll probably... You know, I'm trying really hard to ignore them, but sometimes they get very nasty and it's hard to ignore them because they don't realize that you are a human being on the other side and, you know, you've worked hard. And it's really hard for me to deal with trolls because I don't deal with them in my life. And then, these are called Monty Mont. There were 36 of them for $10. It's really hard to deal with trolls because there's so many of them and they seem to multiply no matter how you do it. So guys, what would you like to color? So what color should we color her hair? Hold on. It's in the cabinet if you're looking for it. Sorry, I had to tell my... Yes, those are on Amazon. You can buy those on Amazon, so. I don't like the view that this is on, guys, so. I'm gonna try and just move the camera so you guys get a better view. Now it's obstructing. Oh, I love reds, pinks. All my favorite colors. Yes, a Hannah Lynn. This comes from the Color in Heaven's Fairytale Special. I have already filmed a flip through of this book, but it has not gone up on the channel yet. So I have done a flip through of this, guys, if you guys are curious about this. has a lot of cool pictures in it, and it takes a lot of the images that were in her different coloring books. One of them being her fairy tale book, one of them being her sweet and simple thing here. So, since it's Crayola month, I was thinking of using the Crayolas. This color is Fuzzy Wuzzy. I have all of Hannah Lynn's coloring books, but I don't have the little pocket-sized ones. I don't have the pocket-sized ones. So. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna see if I can get the tripod up a little higher. I have tattoo donuts, but I haven't worked in it. Of course, my lamp has to be doing a weird thing. I think we're gonna have to move the tripod because the lighting is giving me a problem. Always does this to me. Okay, I think that's a better angle for you guys so you can see everything I'm doing. Sometimes the tripod doesn't want to work. So today we'll be using Crayolas on her. I think this is the Good Witch. I don't think I've colored this picture in the other book, but I do have this in the other book. So, and the color we're using is Fuzzy Wuzzy from Crayola. So this is the Crayola pencil, so I'm laying it down. Since it's Crayola month. That we work with our Crayolas. I don't like this brown. It's too light of a brown. Brown is too light. I need a darker brown. Where is my test book? I have a thing where I like to test all my colors and what they look like. So when I do this, sometimes before I start, and I should have done this before I started, I didn't like that brown. That's a brown I like. You see? I like to test my things on a sketchbook. So that way I know what I'm doing. Hey, Lele, how are you? We're coloring from Coloring Heavens. I do have the 100 set. They do happen to have a lot of browns. Hold on. So you could get to see. Here's the greens and blues. You get to see the reds. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Mimi. Everybody say hello to Mimi. She's Bunny Birdie Data, and she was one of the first channels I ever watched on YouTube. I love her videos. She does some coloring videos here and there. And then she does these awesome Dollar Tree haul videos. This is the yellows. These are the browns. Because someone wants to see how many browns. And then there's the brown that I'm using right now. So this is what's in the 100 set. I think, what is this? This is Coco. Barely. She does the most wonderful hauls. We're using the Crayolas because it's Crayola month, so. You know, I remember Wizard of Oz the first time I saw it. The witch scared me. And that's an interesting thing when you put the lighter color down. It changed the color of the hair. You know, I straight color. And you know, I think that I like how I color. I enjoy coloring because it makes me feel happy and fun. You know, I last night binged 3 episodes of Luke Cage season 2. I must say that I'm liking it so far, season 2 of Luke Cage. So I'm looking forward to I'm doing better now, Robin. You know, it was just I didn't expect that person to hound me on Kate's live stream like that. That was very rude. As some of you know, there's been some things going on with me off camera that I haven't addressed on screen because I don't really want to give these people power. But there's a certain person, I will say that there's 2 people that have been saying rude things to me when I'm on streams. They have been blocked a couple of times by the moderators. But it's rude. And they've also left some nasty messages on my thing. Now, we're not all going to have the same style of coloring. Everybody's coloring is different and unique. Okay, my Tagal doesn't like these pencils, so the Tagal does not like Crayolas very nicely. So we'll use the other sharpener for those. You know, I think it's rude to come to somebody's channel and leave nasty comments. It's one thing if you don't like them and give them a thumbs. Thank you, an actual cat. You know, nobody deserves to be hounded, Shirley. You know, and it's what I said in my last stream. Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. Everybody brings something different to the table. You know, my mother told me that when I started doing YouTube that not everybody was going to like me. And you know what? I put that in the back of my head and I want to move forward. You know, I just block people because it's easy. I got rid of my Prisma sharpener because it kept breaking every pencil I had. When it got, like, after 3 months, I got rid of my Prisma sharpener because, honest to God, that thing kept breaking every single pencil I owned. You know, and everybody has different hardness levels. Like me, I'm a heavy-handed colorist. You know, that's not to say that light-handed is bad or good. You know, it's just the way that everybody colors. I just happen to be heavy-handed. Thank you, Bailey. See, I like these three. These are the four that I like to use for sharpening. The Faber-Castell Trio one is really good. This one is really good if you have different pencils of different sizes. This is really good for the luminance colored pencils because the luminance pencil is thicker. I like this one for my thinner pencils, like my Prismas, my Raritins. For my hexagonal pencils, I like using these two. The Grenade one by the M&R. Oh, wait a minute. You guys can't see that. The M&R one. And then I like the Gold Bullet. A lot of you have seen other people use these. So. And I'm curious, guys, if I had given you the choice, what would you guys have chosen for me to color today if it had been Kirby Rosanis' Mythomorphia? You know what I find works really well? You take a binder sheet. Take a binder sheet. These are cheap and easy to get. You can buy like 100 of them, and they work against markers, heavy-handed people. So they work really well if you want something to protect your page. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? So, guys, what would you have chosen if I had given you the choice? Girls with a Poem or something from Kirby Rosanis' Mythomorphia? Because everybody seems to be doing Nick Filbert or, you know. Now, I like to do something a little bit different. Like, not too different, but something that a lot of people can color with me. So, you know, binder sheet's a good idea, too. Elizabeth, why don't you post your videos to YouTube as well? Your flip throughs to YouTube as well. Kirby's books are... that didn't like that. Interesting. Seems like none of my pencil sharpeners like the Crayolas. All my sharpeners are liking the Crayolas. Let me see if I can step this. Okay, my Tagal likes them. I know some people don't like one tips. I have not colored much in my Kirby's. You know what happens? I start a project and then I don't finish it with my Kirby books. Where are my Kirby books? Hello, Anne. I love Anne. Anne is wonderful. See, here's something from Imagimorphia. You guys get the whole picture. That's one picture that I've never finished. Here's another thing I never finished. I started it and then never finished this one either. No, I need to move the book towards you. See, I never finished that one. See, this is the problem with Kirby's books. I never seem to finish a page in his books. Maybe one day I'll do one on stream. This is when I finished. This was when I was first starting to color with Prismas and what was it? I think this was mostly Prismas actually, because I was trying to get the hang of the palette. This is another uncompleted one in Imagimorphia. At some point I have to go back and finish this book. I just don't know when that'll be. None of us can spell check. See, a lot of these pages I haven't even done. Oh, here's one that I finished. That's a book. That's an image that isn't that. Where's the other picture in this? Hold on, guys. So I know. Here's one that I did but never fit. That I started and didn't finish. So you see that not all of my pictures are. This is what happens when you start a picture and then you don't know what the hell you're doing with it because you forget what you were trying to do with it. Oh, this one was for Shalene's, and I forgot to finish it actually. Shalene was doing something where it was Kirby month. Started it and then I never finished it. I can't remember what colors I was using, so you know what I started doing, because this is not the only book that I have this problem in, that I started actually, I guess that's the only books, the pictures that I have in that book, so I have a pretty good idea of what I did in that one. And in this one, Mythomorphia, oh gee, Anne, you should know this picture. If I remember correctly, Miss Anne was doing this picture. So I never finished this one that Anne did. We all know this one is the one that Sammy recently did with her Pegasus. This is another one that I started but never finished, and it has a lot of glitter. But I don't have these glitter gel pens anymore. I have different ones now. And I don't remember what colors I used. I know what red is. This is red. Most definitely I have the Chinese dragon. So I didn't do that one. So any other ones that I did? started doing this one, but didn't finish it because I don't like how the blue was coming along in it. That's okay, Robin. Take care of yourself. You know, your health is more important than anything else. Hi, Cassie's getting colorful. Oh, yes, and I did this one. Some of you remember this one. It's the purple unicorn. I did part of this on an early stream. I did this one. That one is one of my earliest ones that I did. I remember this took me about, what, 3, 4, 5... This took me about 6 sit-ins to do. I think that's all I've done with Kirby. Oh, wait a minute. We were doing this for Mer Month, which I never finished doing Mer Month, guys. I never finished doing this guy, the merman. Hello, Victoria. So as you see, I have not finished. I have a lot of pictures in Kirby's books that I have never finished. So back to her hair. She does those lovely Dollar Tree hauls, and she does some coloring book stuff here and there too. So I love Bernie Birdgator. She was one of the first people I ever watched on YouTube. And I love those Dollar Tree hauls. And today we're going to have chicken for dinner because I have a feeling that I'm going to cook. My mother's at Greenpoint right now. My mother loves going to Greenpoint Cemetery for whatever reason. Thank you, Bailey. You know, it's funny because some of those pictures were like very early when I colored, and now I'm looking back at them and going, I wish I had done this differently. I wish I had done that differently. You know, I'm like... Okay, Robin, you take care of yourself. You know, your health is more important. I'd rather you be healthy first, so... That's not bad. That's just, you know, you get tired as you get older. And when you get older, you need more rest. You know? I love coffee, so I'm having more cups of coffee as I get older. You know, I used to only have 1 cup of coffee a day. Now I'm having like 2 or 3 cups a day. Crayola colored pencils, Miss Anne. It's Crayola month. Remember, we finished that Fantasia pick. I've been, you know, and I want to thank everybody for lifting up my spirits last stream, you know. You know, sometimes things happen that we can't control. Hey, Mom, how are you? My mother just walked in. I am, yeah, I'm streaming. Your clothes are in your room. Yes, I did laundry earlier today, guys, so my mother just came in, so. What started weeping? And now it's dime size, Victoria. Ooh, that's bad, Victoria. You might have to take him to the hospital. That's not a good thing, Victoria. I would. Victoria, bring your boyfriend to the hospital because that hole could get infected or worse. That's not good. You don't want that to get. What is vancomycin? I'm not familiar with that. What is wrong? Did they tell you what was wrong with his knee? Thank you. Make sure he keeps that knee, that area where he has the knee, very, very clean because it could get infected with something worse. You don't want to let that go. Yes, those are Crayolas. This is a Crayola. I figure since it's Crayola month and we haven't done the, I've been doing other things besides Crayola. What did I? Let me see. I got something in my feed. I remember one time my mother's knee swelled up like a balloon. And what happened was that she had a bunch of water in it. So, and they had to take that water out. So, then her knee got back to normal. So, you shouldn't play around with anything that could get infected or. I'm not sure what cellulitis. You know what? Sometimes it looks nasty at first, but then it gets better. It just takes time. Really? Hi, Sarah. Why is your chat not working today? Cellulitis is a potentially serious bacterial skin infection. The affected skin appears swollen and red and is typically painful and warm to the touch. Cellulite usually affects the skin on the lower legs. It's being mean to you, Sarah. Oh my god, that sounds very painful, Anne. I could not imagine the pain. Did they tell you to also clean it, Victoria? Like, you know, make sure it stays clean? Because, you know, that sounds like it's awfully, awfully painful. The eyes, I'm going to make the eyes the same color as the hair. We are working in the Color in Heaven special by Hannah Lynn from Color in Heaven. Color in Heaven Fairytale Special by Hannah Lynn. So that's the name of the book. You guys will see what I'm doing here in just a little bit. And then I'm going to take this. This is a light brown. And this is called tan. Now we're going to make it white. Sometimes your iPhone does that. It's I don't know why that does that, but it does do that on occasion. Hey Tazia, how are you? I'm thinking I want to make her outfit yellow and orange, but I think that would be kind of, my favorite pencil cases are like things like this, the Timoy case. I like this. This is the Timoy pencil case. The BTKSY, something like this case I like things like this. Things like that, that's what I like. Those are like my favorite color things. Wrong case. This is what happens when you have several pencil cases. These are the Monte colored pencils, essential pencils. They're $10. They don't come in this case. This is a case that I had lying around. So they're really different. Switch to my Soho pencils, guys. Permanent orange. I just wanted to do the hair. We're gonna do this in different pencils. Hey, nobody said we couldn't switch up the pencils. The Soho ones? Yeah, Connie, I had gotten a pencil in the magazine that too, so. The Colored Pencil magazine is really good, guys. If you haven't subscribed to this, there's a Colored Pencil magazine. And every month they send you a different pencil in the magazine, so, and they give you like all these tips. Like they give you all these little tips and things that you could do with your pencils. Things how you can color them. They give you like tips. Themes, an artist. So then they give you something about your art space and things like that. But they give you all kinds of little things in the magazine if you guys were interested in subscribing. I mean, really, the way the medical... Yeah, he does. That's where... Someone get rid of this lovely troll, please. This is the troll that was bothering me. I'm... She has like... I've reported her to YouTube. She's just being rude. Has nothing better to do than harass me, leave very nasty messages on my channel. I have removed her. She just is very rude. Hi, Susan. How are you? You know... Hi, Joetta. How are you? They don't, I don't know if they do or not, but sometimes, you know what happens? These trolls just make new accounts. I'm not a lefty, I'm a righty, so it looks like it's a lefty, but I'm a righty. Just the way the camera is angled. I had to remove that person from the chat because that person was getting very offensive. And I've blocked her from commenting on my channel. So hopefully she'll go away. Timed this person out with 5 minutes, so hopefully... Really, this person is just... She's just trying to mess with me. I got her that time. she watching me if she doesn't like what I'm doing? You know, I don't really understand these people. She's the newest one. I am Joetta. We are coloring in Colin Heron's Fantasy Special. We're using Soho Urban Artist pencils and Crayolas. Go help your mom, Elizabeth. Yes, you can, but you can't stop them from... You know what? Let's do a chat pack. Because these will be fun to do a chat pack. Good idea, Anne. Let's get something. Thank you, Victoria. When you look back on the life you have lived to this point, what in particular amazes you the most? Wow, that's a good question. I think one of the things that amazes me the most is that I set up this channel and have an amazing group of friends, and I got to meet people that I never would have met without YouTube. Also that I managed to have a wonderful group of friends here. Oh, that, you know, Bailey, I love all my illustrators. They're all different, you know. I love Nick's style. I love, at the moment, I love Grazia Salvo because I'm coloring the most in that book. I think that book. Like, this book is my favorite book. Like, I just love coloring the girls in this book so very much. You know, and there's no right or wrong way to color. I just love the woman in this book. Right now, Grazia Salvo is my favorite illustrator. I just love her woman to pieces. Like, I particularly like this one because I took a chance on doing something different with darker skin. And it wouldn't have been my normal choice because I was trying to do something different. Like, I really love the way this one came out. This is Flowers and Gems. I love this book so much. I only have like 12 pictures left to do this book. And I did this with markers. And I did this in a different color skin tone than I normally would have done this. Don't worry, Tara. We all have chores to do. You know, I just love the women in this book so much. This is probably my favorite book right now, which is Grazia Salvo. So guys, I wanted to sharpen up my Soho because it was getting a little blunt. So that would have to be my favorite book. Thank you, Joetta. I think I would have the pet snake, Anne. Because at least with a pet snake, it wouldn't have diseases. A rat has diseases. I would be afraid to have a rat because of all the diseases it could pass to me. I didn't do that. Was the first time, Bailey, that I did darker skin, and I never have done that before. I don't really know how to do it because I did that with markers, not pencil. So that one was done with markers and darker colors. I'm still new to coloring darker skin tones. I don't even know how I did it because I haven't learned how to do it with pencil. I'm scared of both, Anne. Sorry, guys. I'm just putting the charger in. Bye, Victoria. We'll just try to get rid of her whenever she comes in. You know, I time her out for a few minutes. Mm-hmm. I'm scared of both snakes and a rat. Mm-hmm. Guys, all we can do is have compassion for this person because this person obviously has nothing better to do than harass me. She was harassing me all throughout. She was harassing me all throughout Kate's stream too. So, what can we do? We can only pray for this woman. This woman needs mental help. Obviously, she hates me for whatever reason. And she don't like me for whatever reason. I did block her twice, Connie, and she keeps coming up with new names. But we can't focus on her. So let's get back to coloring. So I'm coloring with the Soho Orange Pencil 112. She keeps changing her name. I have reported her several times to YouTube, so hopefully they'll do something about her. Thank you. This is the Soho Urban Pencil. It is permanent orange from it, and it's number 112. Hey, Melanie, how are you? It's okay. Go deal with your crisis, Anne. What's your... No, I have not bought more of these pencils, but I will be buying more of them in the future, Connie. And it's funny. I don't eat popcorn. I need chocolate as my addiction. Oh my God, that's so hard because I like them all differently. You know what I mean? Depends on what mood I'm in. Like, I really like these, but that may just be... I really like these because they're new, maybe. So, but I also like Prismas. I also like my Polys. I like my Prismas because I have started to learn how to layer and blend with them, you know? And I'm having a lot more fun with my Prismas. Prismas now that I know how to layer and blend. And I have, forgive the noise in the background, I have the fan going on because it's really, really hot up here. So I need the fan. Oh, I did do the books that you could take. I did a video on that, the books that I would take to a desert island. Hey, maybe if you give him money, he'll go get you popcorn in. Remember, children love money. Well, grown children love money. Oh, butter cake sounds really delicious. You know, one of the things that I really, really want is the whole line pencils, but I might not get them for a while, so those are like kind of like the top of my wish list, but there are other things I want before that. I'm thinking about getting Poscas. What about aloe, Ann? Can you have aloe? Are you allergic to aloe? Aloe works really well on bites. Oh, I've heard, but never tried it. Hey guys, just sharpening that up. Ooh. All we can do is ignore the nasty woman, and maybe she'll go away if we don't give her attention. We just block her the best we can and we can move on without her. I am not going to engage her. I refuse to engage nasty people. I don't have time for nasty people in my life, and I feel sorry for them because they have nothing better to do with their time. Ooh, that was the, ooh, I can only imagine how painful that is. When I was in Mexico, I bought bug spray because, you know, the mosquitoes there seem to love me for whatever reason if I don't have the bug spray on. And they seem to, I can only imagine how much pain you were in there. How bad is it storming out by you guys? I haven't had it storming by me yet, so. But it's been really hot here, so. So. Ooh. I don't have that book. I've never heard of Rudy Figg's Wit. I will have to write that down, Mimi. Thank you. Ooh. There's this thing that some people have. I think it's, what is it called? Sweet blood. There's this thing that's called blood that some people have. It's like or they have a chemical in their blood. That makes the mosquitoes more attracted to you, and that's why they sometimes bite some people more than others. Really? Yeah, because some people have a chemical in blood that makes it more attractive. Really? Does your mother get bothered? Really? It's only the females that bite. I didn't know that. I thought it was both females and male mosquitoes that bit you. Hi Alicia, how are you? Of course, guys. I get a thumbs down, probably from the troll. But guys, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Just seeing if my phone is going nutty nut yet. Oh, that's right, and I forgot that. It's the low country there. I like Maria Troll. I like Hannah Carlson. You know, I like both of them for different things, but it depends on what kind of It depends on what style you like. You know, everybody's different. I like Maria Troll. I like Hannah Carlson. You get a lot in both books, so depends. Do you like more flowers or do you want more gem work? If you want more flowers, I recommend Maria Troll. If you want more gem work, Hannah Carlson. Just a personal thing. Depends on what you like better. God, can't we time this woman out? So depends on what you like to color, you know. She has nothing better to do dreaming color. She wants to cause other people misery, and I'm not going to engage her. Let's focus on what we're doing, not what she wants us to do and get the thing. She obviously needs attention. Yep. I am using Crayolas. We use Crayolas for the hair and the eyes, and we're now using Soho Urban Colored Pencils. You can get these on Amazon, or you can get them at Jerry's Artrama. So I'm going to take something out of the chat pack. If, like the newspaper or milk, you could have anything of your choice delivered to your doorstep every morning, what particular item would you want it to be? That's easy for us. Colored pencils and more coloring books. No, I'm not pregnant. Yes, she did say that. I'm not pregnant. I'm just a little overweight. Iced coffee, Alicia. So, that's funny. You would like to have iced coffee. I'm not a big iced coffee thing. It's just the way that my chair is set it up because it's a bigger chair. I'm going to get a new chair soon, so. I'm not pregnant. I don't have a coffee pot. I have a Keurig machine, and which reminds me I have to go to Drain Reed tomorrow and get another thing of creamer. I can't make my coffee without my creamer. What is Bible coloring, Joetta? I'm not familiar with that. Okay. So those are the... Oh, you say. We'll do a nice yellow from the Crayolas. I have all my pencils in sets. Oh, that sounds like not. Oh, that would be interesting. Looking for a nice yellow. Oh, that's. I didn't know you could do that, Anne. And now we're going to use yellow. This is the Crayola yellow. Depends on the pencil, Robin. You know, I find that each pencil is different. Depends on what paper I'm coloring too, you know. Different pencils have different, how do I say this? They have a different texture to them. Thank you, Cassie. I like that. So here is Deco Peach. This is a Prisma. So now we're going to lay down our pencils for skin tone. And I'm using my Prismas. Ooh, that sounds delicious. An orange and spice chai. You can tell my little peach pencil is really little. I don't know how I can kick her out. How do I kick her out? How do you kick that person out, Robin? I'm not really sure how to kick her out. Because I keep trying to kick her out and she just comes back with a new name. Coffee is delicious. Ooh. there will always be trolls. No matter how you do it, there will always be trolls. We just deal with it. You know, you learn to deal with it, Dream in Color, because honest to God, you can't control everybody. It's just, you learn to deal with it. Ooh, Tim Tom's coffee sound. Really fun. And then we're gonna add a little deco pink. Give it a little pink. Paper's nice to color on this. What kind of coffee are you brewing, Miss Anne? Hi, Erica. I'm gonna have to get a new luminance pen. I'm gonna have to get a new peach pencil. This is very little. Thank you, Alicia. The troll is always here, though. The trolls always come. They seem to come a lot during live streams. I don't know why, but they seem to like coming. There's a color in my polychromos that's made specifically for skin. Oh geez, now I'm like Shalene, who's having a bunch of trolls. Oh, Melanie, that sounds nice. The thing, and this one color is called Light Flesh. Then the polychromos. See, this is how little my Prisma is, and this is a nice, fresh Prisma color pencil. Just the later you stream, the later they are on. This is a polychromos. I mix and match my colors on brands of pencils I use. I think we need to make her lips just a tiny, tiny bit brighter. Yeah, that's what they do. They make new accounts. I've seen people do this. Thank you very much, Joanna. Okay. Good tip, Ann. Thank you. I've never had this happen before during a live. It's a first for me where thank you, sir. Thank you guys for that advice. I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go back to the yellow Crayola for a second. This is the yellow Crayola. The paper's very nice to color on. This is the first image that I'm coloring in this book. Sorry guys, the thing froze for a second. So that pain that comes every once in a while. Yeah, I did something recently though. I want to show you guys what I'm doing so you guys can have. Oh, I love the sea, and but I also love coloring in the. I like coloring in big. I would love to do the big city tours because then you get to see all those wonderful places by London, like all those touristy sites like the Tower of London. What is the palace that King Henry the? You know, the sea is fun too, but the only thing is that I don't like sudden movement in the sea. So, I would have to say I would rather vacation in a city like London because there's always something to do. Good question, Anne. Plus, London has a lot of things to do. Just feeling my. Oops. Sorry, guys, I knocked the camera in a way that I shouldn't have knocked the camera down before. You guys get to see all my messy desk. I knocked into the tripod by accident, guys. Oops. There we go. I would rather, or Oh, I would rather take a train tour for 7 days if the train was air conditioned. And to tell you the truth, I would like to do a train ride because I could get my own room in a train if I booked a room in the train. I could also what is the word that I'm looking for? I would have air conditioning in the train. Plus, I could get out at the stops and enjoy the air. Plus, I'd have nice seating in the train. So I would rather take the train tour for 7 days than the sea. Nice yellow color there. Then we're going to do yellow here. I think this is part of the dress, actually. Hi, Morticia. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Morticia. I haven't seen you since the late night chat days. I don't get to see Morticia all that often anymore. She used to be on, I used to catch her on the late night streams with a certain person, so we won't mention that person's name here today. So now we'll go back to doing skin. Really? That's weird, Tara. Sometimes it's something to do with your settings. Sometimes it's other things. See, so we've used Prismas, Sohos, and Urban Artist in this pencil. I don't even know German, so but yet I have a bunch of German coloring books. And now we're going back to our light flesh and polychromos. I'm not watching the World Cup, but I know a lot of people who are watching that. They really get into it big time. It's like people who get into baseball and their things. So people are really big time fans of that. It'll just take. Hold up. I can't get the thing that was charging up my thing. Because if that gets in there too long, it overheats the phone even more. Can't leave that in too long. Oh, thank you, Deb. That makes me feel good. This is Color in Heaven special, Fairytale Special by Hannah Lynn. Let's not talk about them. I don't want to jinx it. Let's not talk about that. This is Deco Pink. I'm not gonna have to hope to God I don't have to get out my buff titanium to make it lighter, but thank you. I like orange and yellow. I think it's a very nice color. And it's something a little bit different because normally I use pinks, reds, and greens and blues. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. If you were on this channel yesterday, you saw that I used a lot of pinks, purples, and reds in that other picture that we finished. Thank you. My brother loved sauerkraut. My brother really had a thing with sour cream when he was younger. And now we go back to the light flesh in the polychromos. My brother had a thing for sour cream when he was younger. He used to love that. We never understood why my brother had such a thing for sour cream until we went to Costa Rica. And we learned it was a thing that my father liked to do. You can buy this book, I've heard, at Barnes & Noble, or you can try ordering it through Anthem Publishing, the book. I think this is orange. I think I have to color that part in too. Hey, phones are not perfect, Robin. And this color is light blush from the polychromos. So now we'll do the orange again. And I like to put away all my polys when I'm done using the color, so that way I can put it back in where it belongs. Now we're gonna go back to the Soho and get that orange that we were using earlier, because I think this was all part of the dress and I missed this. Which house was she thinking about? Oh, was she talking about the house that we started and haven't finished yet? In jewelry box? Hold on, I know which house they're talking about. Were you talking about this house? Were you guys talking about this house in nice little town 4? Is this the house that everybody's been talking about? Oh. Yes. You know, my mother saw it before I did, so we like to call this the dongle house. Jean and Color, look over here. And then look over here. Once you see it, you will never see. You'll never look at it quite the same way. Mhm. I'm just saying, you'll never see that house quite the same way again. Just saying that you'll never see, we're using Soho pencils. So now we're going to color this moss green. This is Soho. Thank you. This is the Soho pencil, more screen. Part of this is done in Prismas, Polys, Crayolas, and Soho. So you see, I like to use a lot of different pencils when I color. I don't always use one brand when I color. Okay. And I'm going to take this really dark green pencil for Viridian. The shoes there. Which ones? The Soho pencils? You can get these at Jerry's Artorama for $47.99 on Jerry's Artorama for a full set of 72 pencils. Or you can get them on Amazon for $60. You know, I'll tell you the truth, that Jerry's Artorama pencil at Jerry's, they're cheaper. You know, I'm trying to save you guys money. I don't want you guys buying a product and then not liking it because it doesn't suit your needs. So I will give you sometimes I'll find something 2 different places and I'll give you the different options for you to buy them. So then I want to do the yellow, but I want to do a yellow ochre. Okay, guys. Because it's the yellow brick road, so Indian yellow light and cadmium yellow light. So this is the Indian yellow light. And guys, we're gonna stay on for about 8 more minutes. Because I don't want the stream to go longer than we're going to color in the bricks. A little coloring in bricks. And this color is Indian yellow light. I'm probably going to be having to prepare dinner soon, so that's probably why I'm going to probably give myself 10 minutes. Because I'm probably going to be cooking dinner with my mother. I like to sometimes cook the dinner with my mother. How have you been liking those Black Widow and the Sweetie Sidles? I have not. Thank you, Elizabeth. some ice tray color. I just learned about layering for skin color and, and all that stuff. Thank you, Bailey. I feel that it's better to be polite, kind, and have compassion for others, because if you don't have that, you're missing out on a chance to meet some really great people. I had to learn what forgiveness is. It took me a long time to learn that forgiveness isn't about forgetting what somebody does. It's about not letting them have the power over you when someone does something bad to you. For you, it took me a long time to learn that lesson, because I have struggled in my life a lot with people that I know, you know. Some people don't know what forgiveness is. Sometimes people say, well, I'm a Christian. But, it's when people don't embody those views, even though they are Christian. I think that even if you're not Christian, that we should all be courteous and kind to one another. But that's not always the case, because, I live in New York City, and sometimes people can be total douchebags, forgive my language, when riding the subway. Well, when you don't forgive, forgiveness is not forgetting, Tazia. It's not letting someone have power over you. Because if you don't forgive, they have power over you. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. And from there I learned, let's stay positive in life. Positivity takes you a long way in life. That's not to say to let people push you us all over. So we did the basis of the walk. We're not going to... This is a polychromos and this is a light chrome yellow. So guys, I think we're going to stop the stream here and we will work on this next week. I hope you have enjoyed this session, and thank you guys all for everything you do. I hope you have loved it, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend and the rest of your weekend is blessed. Bye everybody.